Sauron and his orcs are invading the Shire in today's Last Alliance Total War battle. And the men of Bree are here to stop the orcs of darkness. The hordes of orcs march on those halflings and the Shire. And yeah, today the men of Bree are going to try and stop them in their path. And they're not alone. The Kingdom of Ravanian is helping out as two mannish forces combine to stop the Dark Lord pushing westwards. And the Dark Lord is not alone himself. He's also brought his vassals of the Khamulid Empire as Khamul leads his forces against Bree. And yeah, he has got a lot of horsemen in these armies here. It's going to be a very tough fight for the men of Bree and the forces of Ravanian as well, as they have a lot of cavalry to deal with, including a lot of wargs. As you can see here, they are crashing on in. And yeah, they are going in pretty hard. I mean, Ravanian also has some pretty elite cav of its own, so they should definitely think to bring some of that. But yeah, these Breland gentry have kind of taken the charge pretty well. Already routed one warg of the Liflad there. Looks like we've got a counter charge coming in here from the looks like the Breland. Yeah, this is the Breland riders here, the riders of the Great Road. They've also got some decent cav, but nothing like insane. The Republic of Breland, they're pushing up the hill as well with their infantry, trying to get right in the face of this cavalry. But the cavalry for Ravanian is actually way off in the distance over here. It's in a bit of a strange position. Got a lot of Northern muster here. We've got a few other units. I think they've got a general and maybe a couple of other cav units as well available here, like Northmen, frontiersmen, and yeah, it looks like a lot of frontiersmen. So yeah, that's going to be a tough old fight here for the forces of Bree. I'm excited to see how this one goes down. If you're wondering, what is this mod, Pope? This is the Second Age mod for Shogun 2 Total War. So it's set in the world of Lord of the Rings, but set in the age of the Rings of Power. So if you've been watching the Rings of Power, or even if you haven't and you're aware of like the lore of Lord of the Rings, this is set in the Second Age, where Numenor is, a power, and the elves are still very powerful as well. And yeah, that's when it sets. Sauron is rising as the Dark Lord, as his own sort of main man for the first time. Before it was Morgoth, now it is just Sauron, as Morgoth has been defeated. So Sauron, yeah, is trying to rise to power, and the One Ring has been created and all that sort of thing. If you want to check out this mod, then do join its Discord. I'll leave a link for that, and also I'll leave a link for the mod. It's very much out and released as a campaign for it. It's a really, really good mod. It's always constantly developing. I'd always like to come back and check it out on it from time to time. It's really fun, very action-packed mod. Yeah, with it being on Shogun, it's very high-paced, these battles. As you can see here, with all this cav, it's only adding to the pace of the battle in this one. Breland Town Watchers here definitely losing out to these more elite units below. These are some of the cav that dismounted. I don't know why these ones are dismounted. I think more the lesser cavalry is supposed to dismount. The elite ones are supposed to stay on horseback. But the players decided to dismount these elite Lurieg Itgel ones there. So fair enough. Bree, yeah, seems like they're doing okay. They're winning in some areas. Like these Town Watchers are winning here because they're fighting against Noka Lancers who are still mounted. And yeah, cav and spears don't mix. Cav will get impaled. There you go. They are going to have to fall back and do another charge there. It does seem as though Bree is doing pretty well. It's a very hard one to sort of counter. It seems like Mordor was really late coming to this party. They've allowed their allies to just go straight in. The wargs have been kind of defeated, but now here come some Black Numenorians, Black Numenorian Guard going in. That is the general there. You could actually bring Anatar, which has a Black Numenorian Guard as well, but they didn't. And they've got Numenorian Axemen. It seems like a very small, very elite army. Morannon Pikemen are very elite as well. Berserkers of Liflad are not too shabby themselves either. I'm not quite sure where Liflad is, but I'm guessing it's somewhere probably around Mordor. But yeah, they are going in. I think we've got, what else we've got here? They're Tama, they're Orc Warband. So yeah, these are more Khamulid infantry here. These are the dismounted infantry. And there you go, in comes the cav there. I think that's the Northmen coming in with their muster. And they're charging into the back of these Tama spearmen there, getting some really good charge ons then that should break them. Black Numenorian Warriors, another elite Numenorian unit here going in. And they're being charged as well. They could be in a bit of danger here. They're dropping quickly. And this is all of a sudden not looking good for the forces of Mordor. They may be being stopped in their track early on in this one. Lurig Akinji here. And they want to get out of combat. They don't want to stay in combat with these spears. Not where they want to be. They want to attack anything but a spear unit, really. I mean, these axes, good target to go for. A double-handed axe unit. They are not going to do well. Yeah, Breland West Axemen. They are, yeah, suffering to the Noka Lancers. And they're breaking them, those axes. Breland Gentry, another good unit to try and charge. And it looks like they are getting good charges onto these guys, surrounding them, taking them out. And that's what they need to be doing. Sort of taking out those units. The Orcs and the Black Numenorians getting stuck in here. Maybe these are Orcs led by Adar. I don't know. I've been kind of watching Rings of Power, sort of like, not really like intensely, just kind of like had it on in the background. I just feel like, I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on Rings of Power. Let me know in the comments what you think about the show, about Season 2 that's now coming out. What are your thoughts? I watched a couple of episodes. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's great. I think visually it looks great in some ways. I mean, like the sets are great. I think the armor could definitely be better. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Here goes Wargs going against Cav. I think Wargs are definitely anti-Cav. It's kind of their purpose. I feel like some of these Warg Riders just threw jabbies. I could be wrong. I thought I saw one throw a jabbing, maybe just jabbing. But yeah, I think they've just been spent at these Wargs. Or maybe they're just a little bit too outnumbered here to take on all this Cav, which is more than likely the case. We still got some Noyan swords here. I don't know if I've seen them before. They're in action. But yeah, the melee fight here, this is kind of, this is what Breland wants, a typical melee fight. They want their infantry to be fighting other infantry, not being charged by cavalry. And yeah, it looks like they're doing a decent job. Combat even. Orc Warband's pretty decent. It's some of the better infantry for Mordor. I mean, yeah, the Khmurid should really be trying to get some of these. Now they've engaged here in Mordor. They want to be trying to get in hammer and anvils. This is sort of the time they want to be using their cav. Khmurid went way too early, got baited in, and tried to take on Breland, and ended up taking on Breland and the Northmen. And the Northmen also brought infantry with their own. They brought a lot of Berg Guard by the looks of it. And yeah, archers as well. They brought, just peasant archers. Nothing like insanely good. Got some spear guard. They look like that. I imagine they're pretty decent. Yep, they look very good. I think they went cheap on the cav, funnily enough. Even though they were kind of like, I bet the player brought Ravanian because he was like, well, they're bringing Khamul, so a counter. Or vice versa, they brought Khamul because they brought Ravanian. They were going to counter. But really, Ravanian went 50-50 with infantry and cav. I mean, Khamul has that sort of benefit that they can just dismount their cav and they become like fully fledged infantry. But yeah, it did not work well for them. Khamul here is actually really close to the front lines. I like how it's Khamul the second. I don't know. Khamul the first, I presume, is the Ring Wraith. I presume. I could be wrong. There you go. And great charge there from the Breland cavalry, which has also been brought, which has helped, with doubling up against all this Khamulid cavalry. Getting great charge onto the Orc Berserkers, wavering them. So, maybe these Berserkers don't just last to the last man. They will break early. We've got like Northman Company archers over here. These are a fairly heavily armored bow cav unit. And yeah, they can counter the Khamulids quite nicely with their own skirmish tactics if they want to. I certainly would like to do another campaign, I think, for Last Alliance. I think it would be quite fun. It's probably like the most likely campaign I'd do. I'll have to check it out again and see how fleshed out it is since I last played it. I did a Numenorian campaign a little while ago, and that was really fun. But if it's like being fleshed out a bit more, I'll definitely have to check it out because I would quite like to do like the Khamulids or I guess Mordor. Play the big bad guys and try and take over the world is probably what I should try and do. Be interesting to see. I feel like the AI was fairly aggressive, but I feel like it was very easily like sort of beatable. It had been like stacks of just cheap stuff when I played against orcs, if I remember, which is probably the way to play it. Just bring spams of mass. But yeah, here you go. Lurig Akinji getting broken. This is, like I said, not what they want to be doing, really. This is bow cav, and not the heaviest of bow cav. And there's another one here. They just don't want to stay sort of close. They want to keep harassing. They need to... this player, I don't know, maybe he hasn't played a lot of horse sort of factions before. Possibly. I just feel like the strategy they use is not the strategy I would have taken. I would also wait for Mordor and insisted Mordor brought a lot of mass. Well, Mordor, in this case, seems to have brought a very small, very elite Numenorian army. I mean, they're killing stuff. They're winning all their fights for the Numenorians, but they're going to run out of steam. against like all these troops, and they're going to go up against a Northman Spear Guard next. I mean, 61, they might kill this Northman Spear Guard off, but they'll tire, and also now that their Cav ally has lost, the good Cav, we'll call it that, will be able to encircle and get some good hammer and anvils. But yeah, Black Numenorian general here. Combat even. He's got to take on, yeah, it looks like 2 units of Spear Guard there. It's a tough ask for him. And yeah, it looks like, is this Kamul here? No, this is just, that's another elite infantry unit, which seems like it's doing okay. It'll be interesting to see the kills that the Kamul player has got. What's this? No-core Lancers? I don't know if Kamul's actually still alive. He's getting charged here. Is the bow cav getting charged by Burgard? The spray of the blood, lovely. Why don't we have that in other Total Wars? Yeah, bow cav just getting chopped down, and I think it's being routed. I think, yeah, they must have lost their general. They're routing pretty quickly. But also, they didn't just get charged. They didn't get any charge themselves, any benefits. Orc pikemen coming forward. These seem to have been a bit late arriving on the battlefield as well. And the Morannon pikemen actually are, I think, classed as an elite unit. They are very, very good. A real pain to break through. They look great. We'll go to slow-mo just for a moment. But yeah, these units, I mean, they do look great. Like, Sarah, the main dev, has done a great job on all these units. They really have. They just look like beautiful. Really do. But they're going in. They have like a little shield on their side as well, which is also very, very cool. And I mean, they're going to be a great target for the archers, though. That's the only problem. Without any support, they're going to really struggle to survive. Darren Butterbur here is the general of Bree, and he's a bow cav. Sorry, not a bow cav. He is a bow unit, but he's also pretty decent at melee. And here's a go rear charge. Oh, it's not. The pikes turned around. Pikes definitely aren't great, like, they're not like, they're good anti-cav, but they're not like going to just wipe out a cav unit.
Remember the stay, remember it as the day
but yeah, they soaked up that charge nicely, did the pikes. The cav broke through, they only lost a couple, and the cav is losing decisively, it's getting slowly impaled. More on the retreat than on the charge, it would seem. But yeah, there you go. Pikes have managed to hold on there. This one, though, is dying, 59, and it's wavering. I don't think the general's died for them yet. I can see that, yeah, I think with the stars still above, that's a sign that he's still alive. But yeah, he's about to get encircled here. We got some Gird Guard, Northman Gird Guard getting in behind. And yeah, as you can see, Northman Company Lancers going in behind. I think these are some of the better, I think the Northman Company are the best cav available for the Northmen. I could be wrong, but I think they are. And they go. They're going to get one more smash and grab. They're going to smash up the... I think that's a warband unit down there. They just annihilated. And there you go. They're going to get a rout there. And it's going to be a victory for the Northmen and for the Breelanders. They're going to defend the Shire here today. Sauron is not going to be successful. And we'll end the battle. And we'll have a look at the end results quickly. But yeah, that was a fast-paced one, but it was a fun one to watch nonetheless. These last alliance battles usually aren't very long. Even in like 2v2s and 3v3s, they are fast-paced because that's just how Shogun 2 works. But yeah, we also get some great art. Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. We've got Orifer there with some stakes. Looks glorious. Is that looking over his dead and dying. But yeah, it really is. I recommend if you have Shogun 2 and you got the space on your computer, I'd definitely check out this mod. It really is top notch. And if you, go and give it some support. Go and give it some love. It really is good. But yeah, I think this one was sent in by Aiden, who's playing as one of the Manish factions. I shouldn't say Manish because there's a Manish one on the evil side, but the good side we'll call them. But yeah, Aiden and Gomistan doing a very good job winning for their side. Yeah, not getting huge kills. Aiden less than 1,000, but Gomistan did very well. I think maybe playing as Bree potentially. I think Gomistan because he saw the action first. Did Breeland. But well done to all the players, Peter Harv and Eleanor Nish as well, all doing a very good job. We'll have a quick look at Aiden. Yeah, actually, yeah. Aiden was playing as the Northman. He got 111 kills with his company Lancers there. His Burgard just getting one shy of 100. Company Lancers 87 kills, 80 kills, but nothing like insanely high. I think his general is, yeah, Tyra is like a unique general. All the factions have unique generals as well, which is great, and they're all lore accurate. She's a female first marshal. And then we have Peter Harv playing as Numenor. Interesting strategy by Peter to bring like a very elite Mordor army. Didn't really pay off, I don't think. I think maybe just spamming out the orcs is in this situation might have been better, because his teammate had just a lot of cav. He needed to pin down infantry so his ally could really hammer and anvil with his superior numbers of cav. 119 kills there with the Numenorean warrior, which is actually the bow variant. So actually outscoring the axeman is pretty crazy. Axeman here, yeah, getting 98 kills, 69 with another, but yeah, really struggling with his kills there as well. Is Mordor. Then we have Gomyastan playing as Breeland, 141 kills as with the West Axeman here. Then we have the Riders of the Great Road getting 131 kills. Another Riders of the Road getting 117. Gentry getting 112. 111 with the West Axeman. And there are the rest of the kills if you want to have a look at those. Then we have Ellen and Ish playing as the Camulian Empire, getting 121 kills with the very elite infantry. Very elite cav, which became infantry. I would have definitely kept them on horseback, I think, and then had other units. They have like Tamar spears and Tamar swords. Yeah, there's some Tamar spears here. Sorry, and Tamar archers. I probably would have brought a lot more of those. I don't know what the funds were. They might have been quite low. I would have spammed out those, trying again if you needed to dismount stuff to use those, and then you could have had the Itgale non-Lachide, like staying on horseback and hammer and ambling. But yeah, like his Itgale non-Lachide, 121, 110, no Calances, 107, 104, with another Itgale one there. They're evidently the best units. But yeah, there are the rest of his kills if you want to have a look at those. But there you go, guys. That is another Last Alliance battle for you to check out and enjoy. If you want to see more Last Alliance, if you want to see some more battles or maybe a campaign, do check out some of the like videos appearing on your screen now. Some very fun stuff there. But until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.